Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today we are going to talk about this will be actually a reaction of a video that a member of mine sent it to my Discord channel. And if you haven't joined my Discord channel already, feel free to do it because we can answer questions and we can talk about FlutterFlow and other techniques and platforms. And like I said, today we're going to talk about this video, which is from Andrean Chink. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing the name correctly. I wouldn't use FlutterFlow. Here's why. And yeah, I'm going to just react on this video. It will be not like a reaction, but like more like probably like get my opinion and my comments about his video, and also what I think about it. And yeah, spoiler alert, I have a lot of to say about it. And also, before we go into this video, I just want to say thank you very much for all the paid members in my YouTube channel. That means a lot. Thanks for the support, and also thanks for the Cadet, which is the lowest tier, and supporters. And they actually have the privilege to join all my live sessions. I try to do every Wednesday live session, and also for all the fanatic and above who are actually going to have access to more than 30 plus videos that I do only for my Fanatic or Plus members. So yeah, without any further ado, let's jump into this video. So before I talk into this video, there are a couple of things I want to mention. First of all, I'm not actually going to play the whole video or play the parts of the video because you can of course go there and watch this video. Um, but another reason it's about copyright, of course. So I don't want to get into copyright things with my channel. So that's why I'll probably not going to. I'll try to not play it. Um, uh, but I have like a couple of points that I also wrote a comment to this video that I want to point out. So first of all, like in general about this kind of videos, so because I have a reaction of a previous video, those kind of videos I actually um, think that they are like a paid click videos. The reason I'm saying that is because you cannot just title your video, I wouldn't use FlutterFlow, here's why. That's just my personal opinion because people that are doubting just a slightly bit about FlutterFlow, they're actually going to be people that are going to click this video or people that are actually using FlutterFlow and actually liking FlutterFlow. They also probably will click that video to see what other people think about it. So maybe the best title for this video will be something like my personal opinion about FlutterFlow, and here's why, or something like that. Because to be honest, if you ask me, everything should be personal and context of technology. If we're talking about math or history or something like that, I don't think like those are like we can say like those are facts and you cannot change that. But for coding, coding is something like I will determine like an art to be honest, because when you write or maybe a writer, because when you write a code, yeah, I mean, there is a style that you have, and if you write the code one style, someone who maybe will not like it, and for some person it will not be the best code out there. But for some other person, it will be the best code out there. And also for the story, is the same for when you write the code. So for example, if you write like a very the code like I'll call it like spaghetti code, which means that if you write like let's say the whole file is your entire app, for example, and if it works, then that's great. Actually, I mean, yeah, it could be slow, it could be like done better, but if it works, if it's something that your users will benefit from it, or you will benefit from it if you do it like for personal project, then for me, it's fine. I mean, I totally get it. Not everyone needs to be like Picasso in the coding or Lionel and Messi in the coding. So yeah, totally fine with that. And yeah, like I said, there are a couple of points that Adrian actually is pointing out, and that's the reason why I'm saying that this should be personal. This should be a personal opinion, like this one that I'm saying. I just have to mention that I'm actually a FlutterFlow ambassador of the time of recording this video. I don't know in the future if I will be, but as a FlutterFlow ambassador, maybe I'm biased for sure. But I haven't found another program so far that is actually will be actually better than FlutterFlow regarding creating apps. Yes, there are some, but I haven't found so far one that is better. And yeah, we'll see. I mean, in 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, maybe there will be, and for sure maybe I'll try to be the first one telling you about it. But for now, I think FlutterFlow is the king, to be honest. But let's jump into this video. Maybe stop the sound and so there are a couple of things more I want to talk about it. So I think he have a referral link to FlutterFlow. So regarding what he said in the whole video, which is 11 minutes, and mine for sure will be much longer than 11 minutes because I talk a lot. Sorry about that. But if FlutterFlow feels right for you in your fit for your project, you can check it out here. So he's actually like here in Bulgaria, we're saying is actually uh, we have a saying heating the project, which means that he's like uh, telling like the project how the whole platform how bad it is and how you should not use it, and then the end is just putting a referral link, which is for me it's kind of weird to be honest. And then another thing is that he actually have a commercial ad in his video, which is not a bad thing. But if you have a commercial in your video, and if your commercial it's involved something that is no code as well, well, that's to be honest not great. Like I would say it like that, not great. But yeah, so Upstack, I'm not sure. Uh, probably Upstack, of course, probably it's not a no code too, but yeah, I mean, my channel is not on that level to have commercial, so who I am to blame or to say anything about it. But yeah, so the points that I have is in minute 3:31, he is actually saying that no code, I cannot stop it at the right moment. Okay, so he's saying that no code is actually like platforms like no code, for example, FlutterFlow, are actually not producing native code. So what I'm trying to say is that uh, FlutterFlow, of course, it's using Flutter. That's why it's called FlutterFlow. And Flutter by itself is actually a cross-platform framework, which is actually transforming the code, the Dart. The Dart is the code that is used, Flutter is using, and it's actually transforming that code uh, into the native language, like Java or Swift, for example. And he's just saying that it is better to code that with the native language, which is, of course, it's like that. No one is arguing about that. I mean, of course, it's better to do it in the native language, but that is just like, let's say, for example, with an actual real language. So, for example, if you don't know Spanish, but you can actually write a novel in English, and then you can use like an AI tool, for example, that will translate the whole novel into Spanish. Will I use Spanish? or will I use that approach, or will I try to learn Spanish, and it will take me like 6 months or maybe more to learn Spanish and then write it in Spanish. So that's for me personally, that's the kind of equivalent that he is talking about. So of course, that's one thing. Another thing is actually I can hire a native Spanish speaker that is actually speaking as well as Bulgarian, because I'm Bulgarian and I'll probably write the novel in Bulgarian, and they will actually translate it. So it will be like, let's say, like a translator, right? So I can do that. I can hire a translator. But it would be much more expensive than just do it with AI. And I think the quality of the AI right now is to be honest, I think it will be on the same level, or maybe 95% the same level that a native translator will actually do. And that's a fact. For me personally, that's a fact. And also, the same goes for native versus cross-platform. He is talking about hiring a developer, and yeah, of course, you can hire a developer that can actually. You can probably should hire two developers to be honest, because one will be expert in Swift in iOS apps, and the other one will be expert in Android apps, which is Kotlin or Java. So you should pay like I don't know, like 20 times more than you're actually paying for Flutter or FlutterFlow or any other platform out there. Or you can learn yourself to code in Flutter or use AI, of course, to help you. And that will be basically almost free. So, uh, what kind of tools do you prefer? Uh, it's up to you, of course. But what I'm trying to say is that if you use FlutterFlow, it's not a downside that it's cross-platform and that it's not written in the native code. It's for me personally, is actually that's the benefit. That's actually something positive because first of all, you are actually gaining a lot of time building into one single code and one single framework. And also, the second is the money. You're actually spending a lot less money than you're actually trying to build it natively. And they are, as long as I know, they're not actually platforms that can build actually native, like no code platforms that they can actually build it native. So you have to do it yourself. You have to learn Kotlin, Java, or and Swift, or you have to hire a developer. Which for me, that round it's not ideal round. That was like 10 years ago. 10 years ago, for sure, you would do that. But now there are so many platforms that can actually help you with that. So for me, it's not worth it. Totally not worth it. And yeah, that's about that point. I will try to be more specific and more yeah, I try my best to talk at the point, but that's a lot of like things that I want to say, so to make sure that everyone understands me correctly. So in minute 434, he is actually talking about draft bit, and I was not able to stop it on the right, but he was talking about Dropbit. So the platform, and I wrote here the platform you suggest, guess it native versus no code. So Dropbit again is a platform like FlutterFlow, and like I said, I don't think there is a platform that produce a native code. So his point at the first part of the video is that it's better to produce a native code. It's not to produce, sorry, but to write in native code. And then he suggests to use DraftBit. And DraftBit is actually on React. It's using React. You can actually see it over here. It says build on React. And React is actually doing the same thing. It's just another way of doing it. So we have Flutter on one way and React on the other way. And that's actually how both it's using it's building their apps, their mobile apps. They announced like a couple of weeks ago that you can actually build mobile apps on both right now, and they're using React. So that's how they're doing it, and they are actually not outputting. They're outputting a native code, but they are not. You're not building it into native code. So in like Andrew arguing in his first point, you should not use that drop bit as well because it's not. You're not writing it. The code is not written directly into native code. So that was something interesting I wanted to point. And then 5 minutes, 18 seconds. He have like a commercial. Like I said, it's not a bad thing that you have commercial, but I will guess. My guess is that make a bait click uh, uh, video and then put a commercial there so more people can actually view your commercial. And you can actually see it even on my channel. I'm talking about his commercial. So I guess that's actually something that there's not a bad ad, right? So that's something that is beneficial. And there is another point in 6 minute 14, and it says FlutterFlow exported code base is not good. So there was another video. I don't know if you're how familiar with my channel, but there is another video that got a lot of attention about FlutterFlow. Another channel talked about FlutterFlow, and that is producing spaghetti code. And I have like a lot of I have like a couple of things that I want to mention about that. So first of all, um, FlutterFlow is not supposed to actually be on the same level as a pro and expert, let's say, Flutter coder. The reason I'm saying, and you should not expect that. The reason I'm saying that is because you are paying, like he's saying in this video, that he paid a developer. That is fine. I mean, if you have the resources, that's fine. Pay the developer. But the whole idea of no code platforms like FlutterFlow, I think, is most of the time you have to do your project yourself. Yes, of course, if there is something that needs to be like done and you cannot do it, then you can hire someone. You can like people like me. I'm actually have a lot of clients who are doing actually exactly that. They have like functionality that they cannot implement. They hire me. I implement that functionality and then that's it. The rest of that they do it themselves. So, for example, if you hire like an expert Flutter coder or developer, I don't know, like it's I don't know what's the price and where you're hired it from, but I guess it's something like 6, 7K dollars or euros per month. And for that kind of money, I'm sure that you can actually do amazing things in FlutterFlow. And yes, the code maybe, like I said, it will be not perfect, but the code is like, I would say 90% of what perfect should be. Also, uh, do you actually care about the code that much if the app is working or it is working like it's supposed to? Yeah, I guess probably the app could be like slower than written by a developer. Yes, probably the app could be like the size of the app could be a little bit bigger than the native one. But again, you will be spending like, I don't know, like 100 or 150 times more money per month than using the no-code platforms like FlutterFlow and then someone actually building it for you. So that for me is like expected. And for me personally, like I wrote in the comment, 95% or maybe more of the users, they really don't care about the code. They really don't care about what code is being produced. And even the business, I'm not talking only about people who are actually building like their app for home use or something like that. Even the business, uh, uh, there are a lot of companies that are using FlowFlow, and a lot of companies are switching to no code use to no code platforms. And for me personally, that's actually the future. You have to be adaptive, and you have to be with the trend, and that's for every business. That's not only for businesses that are involved with tech or something like that. you have to be on the trend. And if you are dealing with the old kind of ways, like before, I would say like hiring a developer, that's the old kind of ways, man. That's like 10 years ago and something like that. So definitely, I will not recommend it. I've been through this path myself, so I know what it is, and I'll definitely not recommend it. And for the code base, again, just a couple of things that I want to mention is that uh, I would say I'm a coder, and I would say that the code produced by FlutterFlow, it's not bad. Uh, you're hearing from people time and time that the code is bad, but what means bad? I mean, define what is bad. You cannot just say that's bad. Regarding to who? Regarding, he says, regarding to my developer. Well, I'm a developer myself, and I'll say that the code is it's good. It's good enough. It's good enough to use it. There's not something bad about it. So when they always in the last clip that had a lot of views, she also said, if you can watch my video, she also said the code is producing a bad code. What is a bad code? Like, give me like examples. Like, give me this code is bad, this code is bad, this code is bad, and it could be done this and this way better. Like, you cannot just say that. You cannot just make a video and say this code is bad. Like, it's the same. Like, I'll do a video and I'll say, for example, I watched a video and that platform is bad. But what's the point of this video? I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. So yeah, I wanted to say that one about this part. And finally, about this part over here, like he's talking about hiring a developer, and I'd already talked about it. And yeah, it's up for you guys. So you have to decide if you want to go to the old route, hiring a developer. He's doing your job like 100%. You don't have any control of what is going on. First of all, you don't know if the code that if you're not a coder, you don't know if the code that the developer is actually producing you, it's no spaghetti code, it's not a bad code. You don't know that. If you are not a developer, you don't know that. So what is the best for you? Uh, Paying like 150 times more than what you are paying a monthly for a platform, and then versus pay versus and then also not knowing what the code is going to be produced. Yeah, you assume that the code is good, but you're not a developer. You don't know that. So versus paying 150 times less than a developer and still have a good code. Like I said, according to me, that's actually a good code. So yeah, like I said, everyone has to choose what is best for them. And if you want to be everything to be perfect, then I don't think like watching those videos and going into this route is the best way. There's nothing is perfect for me personally. Even the even the greatest things are not perfect. They're all crashing. There are people that like there are times that they crash. Even Google sometimes it's crashing. So don't expect everything to be perfect. It's my conclusion, and also um, for sure. Give a try, not only to FlutterFlow, but give a try to no-code platforms, give a try to like other platforms, test it. Give a try to both as well, like both mobile apps, and try to build your app with both. That's like something new a couple of weeks ago, so definitely I'll do that as well, and I'll probably do a video if I think that it's worth it to do a video about it. And yeah, that's everything that I wanted to say. I hope that video was helpful for you guys. I hope you learned something about it. And finally, I just want to say to my elite member, Mark, thank you very much for supporting this channel. It means a lot to me. And yeah, I hope, like I said, this video was helpful to you guys. And I see you in the next one. Take care. Cheers.